I swear, the amount of male groupies out there for Tank Davis is astounding. Let me make this clear. People are really starting the rumor, whether it's in the comments or on the content, saying how's everybody was killing Tank Davis, but don't say anything about Anthony Joshua. My question to y'all is, why are y'all complaining about that? Y'all don't think people gonna kill AJ because y'all the ones already making comments and videos about trying to kill AJ, but y'all trying to disguise it as, oh, but they didn't want to kill Tank Davis. Listen, at the end of the day, man, Tank Davis the one that fumbled the bag, bro. Nobody give a fuck who was killing Tank Davis or not. He the one fumbled the bag. I mean, I know I was on record saying, like, despite he owes Lamont Roach a rematch, I can understand why he went for the Jake Paul fight, because it's business at the end of the day. It's business at the end of the day. Anybody who's going to go for a bigger bag over a little bag, despite the controversy. And what sucks about it is that people acting like Tank is going to pay them some money. Tank be cooking his own fans. Tank cooks his own fans. The ones that defend Tank be cooking y'all dudes, and y'all still be like fucking groupies sitting up here worshiping a dude. That's the funny part about the whole situation. Nobody give a damn about if the fans kill a Tank and nobody ain't killing AJ. Man, people won't be killing AJ too, bro. But I'm gonna tell you the real difference. You know what I'm saying? People are looking at Tank like, damn, bro, you supposed to be, I guess, the face of the smaller weight division. I guess whatever that's called. You supposed to be the money generator, right? You had a controversial decision. You know what I'm saying? It happened to be a draw. It was controversial. A fight you should have lost. And a fight normally people would be demanding a rematch on, and you didn't do it, right? That's how some people look at it. Some other people look at it and say, damn, Tank, you haven't even fought your contemporaries yet. Like, bro, you ain't even clean house where you been at for a minute. That's another thing. Other people looking at it like, Tank Davis, this dude, he's a controversial figure when it comes to what's happening outside of boxing. And to be honest, probably one of the reasons why the bag was fumbled, because Tank Davis don't know how to not, you know what I'm saying, get in trouble. So people looking at all of these things, and of course you hearing the rumblings. Now compared to Anthony Joshua, right? A lot of people still be shitting on Anthony Joshua, saying he's chinny, saying he hasn't done anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that happen. But the thing with Anthony Joshua, he fought his contemporaries. The only fight that never materializes with the Wilder fight, but people going to pretend like he never offered a fight to Wilder. And they also going to pretend like Wilder never admitted that he was offered the fight, you know what I'm saying, with AJ. But Wilder wanted to be a man of his word and go after Fury. And look, I ain't got no issue with that, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So stop acting like these things didn't take place. A lot of people looking at AJ like his career is already pretty much done anyway. Like, he's not going to ascend back to the top. Like, people looking at these things, people are already thinking that AJ is already out the door. Like, that's how some people are looking at it. So why are people getting mad because AJ is now getting a fight that Tank fumbled? Nobody is getting paid from Tank or AJ or even Jake Paul. Nobody, like no fan out there is getting paid. But y'all want to make these videos. Y'all want to be in the comments. Y'all want to be all up in the videos, sitting up here saying, oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. Man, Bro, y'all need some better things to talk about, man. Seriously, man. Better things to talk about than doing all this complaining and comparison and this and that and that and this. I mean, at the end of the day, they didn't even want to sanction a fight between Jake and fucking Tank. And they looking at the size difference. They looking at the size difference. They like, bro, we ain't sanctioning this shit in Atlanta or Georgia. They said we could take it to Florida as an exhibition and sanction a fight then. But people want to talk about, well, AJ is bigger than Jake Paul. At the end of the day, Jake Paul is technically a heavyweight. So you could talk about the size, difference all you want. Jake Paul is a heavyweight at the end of the day who be fluctuating his weight up and down. So we do know that. Just like he came in as a heavyweight when he fought old ass Mike Tyson. You think people ain't had a problem with that with him and Tyson fighting? Despite the viewerships that was generated on Netflix, you don't think people was upset when that fight, was made? Of course. So people gonna be upset regardless. It doesn't matter who Jake Paul gets in the ring with, people gonna be upset regardless. Because the main thing is that a lot of people believe that this shit is staged to begin with. A lot of this stuff Jake Paul does is staged and is, it's all about money generating everything. Look, I'm one of the ones that actually believes some of this shit be staged. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they put in the contract. Like, hey man, you can't really hit Jake Paul that hard. You got to like kind of put on a show, let it drag out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like these things happen, but people get upset because their favorite fighter didn't get to share the ring with a Jake Paul. That's what it all comes down to. Nobody's getting paid for that. So y'all need to just stop all that complaining, man. This is like out of control, man. Male groupies. I don't know if it's the hair when Tank permed his hair. I don't know if it's the fingernail polish. I don't know if it's the purse he's carrying. Y'all looking at Tank like he's a straight up female. Like that's y'all bitch or something. I need to cut that shit out, man. Pack y'all asses all the way the fuck up, bro. But this is just my opinion. Bold and understanding, I'm out. Peace.